Welcome everybody. Today's a beautiful day to talk about crystals, and I have a few crystals with me right now that I'm just about finished with. Been working with these now about 9 weeks now, maybe a little bit longer, and they're almost ready to go on the website. So I kind of put the bunches here and there that I've worked with and I leave to one side. So I don't know if I've ever talked about barite, B-A-R ITE barite. It's a beautiful crystal. There's something so magical and serene about this crystal. It does remind me of a few different types of crystals, but it is an unusual crystal. Let me just show it you. You may have seen it before, worked with it before. It's mystical and magical. It really is a real positive, uplifting crystal. Very rare do I get this crystal. Very rare, maybe once or twice every 3 or 4 years. And one of my buyers, cherry pickers I call them, said, hey, I've got some barite. And I said, oh, what have you got? He says, only 3 pieces. I said, send them. So I had them mounted, and they're just gorgeous. So they're very rare that they come on the website anyway, because as soon as they're up there, they've gone. Because if I've only got 1 or 2, I've got, thousands upon thousands of people who buy from my website every year. So people are watching the website for something new, something fresh. So yeah, barite, gorgeous. Look into it, fabulous. I've just finished working on 7 Tiffany stones. I love Tiffany. There's something so beautiful about this crystal. It's so heartwarming, it's so enlightening, it lifts you up, it makes you feel amazing. It is so spiritual, in depth, it's calm, it's cool, it makes you just feel, it's just brilliant. So I've just finished on them. A nice piece of agate I've just finished on. This is a lovely piece. Love that, loved working with that. I've got some great energy out of that. Astrophyllite is also a beautiful crystal. I like natural, I like the raw, but I also like my polished. Just love them, absolutely love them. Magical crystal, magical, absolutely beautiful. I love them 3. I've worked on them. Worked on a few pieces of a very high quality, as you can see, rainbow moonstone. Beautiful moonstone. Absolutely. It's hard to see, but they are so, it's hard to even take pictures of them. In fact, I've got some rings over there that are so beautiful, but taking photos is so difficult to get that rainbow from it, that energy that comes out. I've worked with now a nice piece of bloodstone that I've just finished working on. That was lovely, really grounded and made me feel good. Also fantastic for the blood, believe it or not. And just finished working on these as well. They're nice, really cute. Some Larimar, finished on with 3 pieces actually. May have another 2 over there that I'm working on. That they'll probably be ready in about a week, so that's nice. Finished with these now, so these are ready to go on the website, and more people are buying from my website. Libyan desert glass, gorgeous. So there's 18 pieces here, and that's taken about 9 weeks to finish, but they're lovely now, got great energy, really beautiful. Look at that. Some great pieces. Look at them. Mounted in Bali, sterling silver, 925, gorgeous. And I've got these, which I don't know why, but I love mystical topaz. I love working with it. There's something when you put it on your third eye, blows you away, and what you see is phenomenal. So I got some mystical topaz. I love mystical topaz. I just love it. And also I invested in earrings as well. So that's great energy when they're on your ears. So I thought they were lovely as well. So I finished, I think 9 sets of earrings, maybe more, a few more. And finished with, I think 22 of these beauties. Look at them. Silicon Valley. There's so many people talking about Silicon Valley right now. Terahertz, if you haven't heard, that depends. Some people call them terahertz. Some people call them Silicon Valley. But the amount of people talking about Silicon Valley and the amount of messages I've received from Silicon Valley, and I don't know if we've still got the buy one get one free. So I don't know. Might have finished now, but it might still be there. So you'll have to have a look. But I did do an offer where I was so super impressed with the amount of people saying that they felt that no effect of the radiation energy off the phones, off Wi-Fi, off the 4+1G. They were all saying that they felt stronger. And I said, yeah, that's why I bought about 100, 200 maybe. But I don't know if they've all gone. But anyway, I just found some more that I had to work on. So I've just finished working on them. Anything else? That's it. There's some other surprises over there that probably be ready in about 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, as we keep going each day, now you can understand that my day consists of working with crystals and then putting new energy in, uplifting energy in, different energy in to be able to then add to the crystals. And I want to thank, is it Andy? Andy made a meme the other day, and it was the best ever meme that I've ever shared. And it's of, what's the guy from Iron Man? What's he called? Can't remember his name. Anyway, the actor, he's on all the memes these days, and he's like, and it says at the top, that moment when you feel a Mark Bajerski crystal, and it hit literally thousands of people saw that message, and so many people commented underneath it saying, oh, I got that experience as well. Do you know how beautiful that is for me? Do you know how that makes me feel? You know the amount of hours that I put into each crystal, sometimes in a set of 5, sometimes in 7s, or depends. I might think, okay, I want 8 of them and working it. Oh, hey, no, I'm just going to work on this one. And I put energy into it and sit down and meditate with that crystal. You know how gratifying that is when somebody sends me a message saying, I've never felt anything like this before, even before I opened the crystal, even before as soon as I ordered it, I could feel the healing work. And there's something in that as well. There's a massive conversation in the connection of a crystal feeling you and you feeling it, meaning that the crystal chooses you, and the work begins before it even comes to you. It's fascinating, but hard for anybody to truly understand unless you've actually experienced it. Then you understand it totally. So my heart goes boom, boom, boom every time I see a lovely comment. It really is nice. And it's so, I think that's why I do it. That's the reward. That is the reward. I remember when I used to give away crystals when I first started this work, and just straight off the back of my head onto my client while they were lying down, or just as they're leaving, hey, this is for you. No idea why. Those moments when they call me back, or those moments where I couldn't wait to hear their experience, never ever pushed it, never asked them, but really waited, like I'm really looking forward to find out if you felt any benefit at all. Do you know what? I think I'd have stopped this work if nobody would have ever said anything. If anybody said, no, I never got anything, I think I'd have probably just stopped. And the only reason why I continued working with crystals is because of the validation of people coming back to me saying, Mark, I can't explain why, but there's something about your crystal. And I'm saying, well, it's not me. It's the energy. This is like, if everybody figured this out, you could all do it. If you are working in deep meditation, if you're working with pure energy, if you're working healing somebody, it makes complete sense that if you are channeling an energy of healing for your client, and if your client feels better, then the residue from that beautiful energy that has gone into them is bound to be a memory in the crystal, which it is. And that's the difference between a crystal and a Mark Bajerski crystal, because all my crystals are channeled energy extra that's gone into them. Not only 1 hour, but sometimes 300 hours. People say, how can you put 300 hours into a crystal? It's not intentional. It just happens that way. So sometimes I can have crystals by my side while I'm meditating through the weeks, months, and then sometimes say, okay, they're ready now. And then not even realize how many hours have gone into that crystal with the memory of the room, the energy, crystals around them, the Moldavite singing bowl practically every day, every week, the sound therapy from the crystal harp, meditation, pure energy healing work, absent healing work, all the most beautiful energies that's in a room. You imagine that you receive that same energy and they go down to the office. What happens at the office? I have a beautiful soul who comes and does singing bowls in there, stages every week. It's like everything that we do is on such a high frequency. No member of staff are allowed to come into work unless they're happy. And if they're not feeling well, don't come into work. Why? Because I don't want you to bring that negative energy into work to cause any negativity to anything. I want you to be happy, right? Even though we know clearly that you can't put negative energy into a crystal, I'd rather you only be at a high vibe when you come into work. So it just feels good. You're adding extra energy into. So everything that my staff do, they do it with love. One of my staff went away and came back today and said, I've never been happier to come back to work. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So that to me is like, you can't buy that. You can't buy that. That is why I believe Bajerski.com is so successful, because everything works. It all works. From the healing, from the moment they get picked by the people who pick them with love. They're picked the most beautiful intention when I get them. It's just great. It's just wonderful. So yeah, I'm going to crack on today with these beautiful ones, and I want to say thank you all. From sometimes making videos that are a little bit negative, and I know a lot of you get upset about that. There's nothing to be upset about negative messages sometimes where we're pointing out to people that need to wake up. A lot of my videos are intended for people to wake up, for those to shake them up a bit and say, you know what, I didn't realize I was doing this. And I do that often. If I'm giving a talk around the world over the 20 years that I've done it, I often use that way to wake people up, not to really direct and be nasty to people, but to shake them up. We all need it. I need shaking up many times. I have friends and family who shake me up, and it's good to be shaken up because sometimes we don't even realize we're slipping. So if I ever do make videos like that, don't ever take it the wrong way. It just is what it is, and it needs to be said, and truth needs to come out, because if not, then it's going to be trapped in you. It's going to be trapped in you, and then what happens? You become sick, you become ill. So let it out. Don't be frightened of speaking your truth. Okay, I'm going to crack on now and see you all in a short while, where I will pull out the winner of a 1 year supply of negative of the awakening sticks. Yay! If you obviously purchased one of these in the past week, when I made that video to say, okay, from this moment on, anybody who makes a purchase of one of these is going to be entered into the raffle. So I'm looking forward to that in a short while. Have a great day. Thank you. And I hope you love these crystals on markbajerski.com. Coming soon.